Angela from Hippie Chick Homestead here. This weekend, the goal was to get these seedlings in the ground. This is the last seedlings in the greenhouse. It was a late planting of Blue Hubbard squash that was going to be a trap crop for against squash bugs. And then I had a couple of paprika peppers. I had a couple bare spots I was going to fill in. Didn't quite go to plan, and I'll show you why. So I'm in Zone 8B in the Pacific Northwest. I'm up in the northwest corner of Oregon. And usually June weather is a little bit temperamental, but our rain starts tapering off and our temperatures go from the low 40s up to 70, 75. And we have usually a pretty decent month. The last part of June is usually pretty good. And once we get into July, we're in the dry season and things do really well. That hasn't been the case this past 2 days. It has rained nonstop. I wasn't willing to don my wetsuit to come out to the garden and do any work, so I thought I'd take you along on a trip so we can see what's going on out here, what's growing, see if we spot any damage, and just see what's happening. One of the first things I notice is that the beans are doing great. They're coming up and looking good. They enjoyed the rain, but along with that, the weeds also enjoyed the rain. So I've got a lot of weeding to do. These are kidney beans, and they don't look any the worse for wear. Looks like this one may have kind of bent down a little bit, but I don't think it's really hurt in any way. Potato bed looks good. These are red Norland, determinate variety, and I just picked the blossoms off it the other day, so these will perk up in the heat that we're set to have in the next week or so. So far, I'm not seeing a lot of damage. Everything looks like it enjoyed the rainfall, except the gardener, who didn't like it at all. Tomatoes look good. More tomatoes. Strawberry beds covered with insect netting, just to keep the birds out. Cucumbers are looking great. Amish paste tomatoes, such drama queens. They always look wilty and dragging down, but they produce well, so I plant them every year. Sun gold tomatoes look good. These are the mystery potatoes that overwintered, and I'm getting ready to harvest those probably next week. The sweet potatoes look good. Our temperatures really struggled to even hit 50 overnight. I think we got down about 46. So I was a little concerned about the sweet potatoes, but they don't look any the worse for wear, and they're filling out pretty well. More tomatoes. Everything looks good. Some sunflowers. The green bean bed is coming along. I filled in some bare spots and planted some more seeds, and they're doing okay. The peppers I was worried about. Just a little bit too chilly for them, but they look like they're holding their own. I noticed some of the leaves on these, which are paprika, some of the leaves are looking a little bit yellow. I think that's just because they've gotten so much rain in the last couple of days, and they're in the metal beds, which don't evaporate as quickly as the other beds. These are my box potatoes, which I love, seeing those do so well. And I've got sunflowers all around there. You look down there and you see the crabgrass or some kind of creeping grass and weeds that have just started to take over this corner. So I've got some work to do there. These are eggplant, some carrots, some lettuce. Nothing seems like it's really suffering from all the rain, so that's a good thing. And then I've got my honey rock cantaloupe bed. And I was a little concerned about the cool temps, but they don't look any the worse for wear. So I'd say so far we're doing okay. Got the squash bed. These are yellow squash, saffron squash, I think they're called. So far, no signs of squash bugs, but I feel sure those are lurking out there just waiting to attack. So I'm keeping my eyes peeled for those. So that's what happened in the garden this weekend. No planting, no cleaning, a lot of weeding left to do, and it'll get there, but it's just a process. Hope you're having a great day wherever you are. Hope it's a little bit sunnier than it is here in the Pacific Northwest. and I'm anxious to see the week come along when we hit highs in the 80s again, and I can be out here getting some work done. Enjoy your day. Have a great garden day wherever you are. Thanks for stopping by.